Jim, the Bitcoin sell-off over the weekend, flash crash down 14 early Sunday morning. Any idea what you think's going on?
I don't know. I mean, I think that there was I read a technical advisory over the weekend saying that this is the breakdown we've been waiting for. Look out, don't touch it. And then there's this rear guard market up action. One of the things I've seen with a lot of these, particularly the NFTs, is there are people who come in and create the market. David, when you mark a market, when you create a market, it tends in these particular currencies to work. Usually it would fail, but you'll get someone who just says, I'm taking it up because I don't want it to fail. NFT in particular.
Right. Although NFT is tied into what? Ethereum even more tightly, isn't it?
You have to buy Ethereum first.
Right.
I have a wallet with Ethereum in it.
Okay.
Yeah. I have American Express. I like that better.
But when it comes to Bitcoin, Jim, and the movements here, how do you advise people at all? Can you really give them? I mean, what do you tell them?
Look, I got my Time magazine today. Time magazine is putting out the news that you can buy anything except crypto anything. They're accepting 32 cryptocurrencies. So I went to them. I said, Carl, I said, are you going to immediately convert it to dollars? And they say no. So I'm going to tell you, I'm going to go get like a lifetime subscription with that Dogecoin. Dogecoin was a joke, Carl, and suddenly I can get all of the Time magazine I ever wanted. Every bit. Lifetime.
Dogecoin has been incredible, right? It was, yeah.
Yeah. They don't need demand Ethereum.
Still questions about what should be taxed or not, isn't there, Jim?
I think that you
in
have
terms
to
of when you book a gain or whether you use it if you're buying a Tesla with it. You
got to make your move right now
because you don't think because they will be taxing at some point the capital gain.
They're going to catch up, but right now I think you make your move. And Carl, I think that there are people. I mean, I was going back and forth with a CEO this weekend, showing him the picture of the house that I got thanks to Bitcoin. And I felt like, well, isn't it a great trade to buy land for Bitcoin? One is definitely more permanent. Which one, Carl?
Yeah, I saw it written up. Was it the New York Post? I'm not sure what story it was over the weekend, Jim, but it was about you and your home purchase and the role that Bitcoin played. Pretty incredible. By the way, guys, we got a couple of more initiations on Coinbase. CFRA initiates buy 400. Monness Crespi Jim initiates buy 600. And people are starting to take some stock of the insider sales over at Coinbase. I think about almost $5 billion in insider sales. Brian Armstrong alone accounted for almost about $200 million, I believe.
Well, they have been tied up for about a decade, David. I have to expect that when you do that direct offering, you're going to have to deal with some. Obviously, it's being supplied. I think that Coinbase, the Cathie Wood, will come in and keep it up.
You do?
Yeah, of course. She likes to create her own markets.
She does. And
yes, she does.
She's a big buyer of shares of companies that have gone public. She bought what was a big buyer last week, not just of that, but of another.
If it has an engine
autonomous
that's clean,
truck company that came.
If it has an engine that's clean and it's autonomous, it will find itself in her portfolio.
Mm-hmm. 331 here, as you point out, certain people motivated to sell, of course, that have owned the stock for a long time, that at least have the ability to do so. Remember, that's a key part here. How much can you actually sell if you are an insider?
Have you met with management?
No.
Very impressive.
Yeah?
Yes. Extremely impressive.
Why?
Totally rigorous about this. Really expect that they are, in many ways, the wallet, and no one else really. And this is the important thing. The other guys, so to speak, are not trustworthy in Coinbase's eyes, and you can tick them down, and they will tell you why the outfit that you're using is not trustworthy. And they are very verified. Now, when you use Bitcoin, David, you tend to think, well, I don't know. Jamie Dimon doesn't have it in my bank. If Brian Moynihan's not taking it, who do I use? And then suddenly you discover that Coinbase is the one that millions of people use, and you feel more confident.
Right, which is the key.
Right.
Probably the key.
Yes, because you can't see it.
Mm-hmm.
It's daunting. Carl, I find it daunting when you're doing it because you're usually someone in your house is saying, are you still playing around with that joke? And in the meantime, the joke made more money than anything else I've ever seen in a very short period of time.
Yeah, as we've said, guys, Bitcoin, the top performing asset of Q1 anyway.
Yep.
And we'll see to what degree we see ongoing volatility.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.